Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a super cool video. I thought that I would do Taylor Swift's look from her Midnights album cover. It's just super pretty. I just love it. And I tried it last night and I just fell in love with the look. So I thought I was going to show you guys how to do it, how to get the look, how to look like Miss Taylor Swift. So let's jump right into the video. Please like and subscribe if you like makeup, tutorials, and true crime because we do it all here. And, yeah. Oh, sorry, this is not matching. I was at a fancy event earlier, where I had to get dressed up, and then I came home and threw my clothes on, and this shirt's, like, stained. But you know what? We're gonna move on. We're going to forget the stains and the mismatched jewelry, and we're going to get into this makeup look. So let's go. So I do want to go ahead and start off with the eyes because in case there's fallout, I don't want it to get in the way of my face makeup. I got a bump right here. I don't even know how and why. Alright, so for moisturizer, I just use this Jack Black Double Duty Face Moisturizer, and it also has SPF. I think you can find this at Dillard's because I have seen this brand sold at Dillard's before. So that's kind of cool, but enough about that. I'm going to prep my eyes with the is it LA Girl? Yeah, LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is the white shade. I really want to use this because I just feel like it's really going to make that bluish lavender eyeshadow pop. White concealer is the #1 best eye primer, hands down. Because for me, eye primers have never really given me like a ton of coverage and like color buildup. They just kind of are just there, you know? So one eye done. You don't want to put too much because you don't want your eye to be like bright white, but you know, just a little dab, and I'm just blending it up here. Like I said, I'm not doing my under eye concealer yet because I want to protect it from any fallout. So I'm going to be using a couple palettes today that I really like, and it is kind of all over the place because it's kind of just a combination of colors. So I'm going to start off with this Morphe. It is I think it's called Such a Gem, and love it. It is a huge palette. Look. So it's kind of laid out like the James Charles palette, and I don't love the size, but you know, gotta work with what we got. So we're gonna get into that, and I'm gonna show you guys what colors I'm gonna use here. Sorry, I'm not good at tutorials. So I'm gonna use, there's not names, but I'm gonna use this brown shade right here, this light brown, the one that I just dug my fingernail into. And we're gonna get a little bit of that on this small, it's from this brand, Mange? I don't know. But this is a Contour Brush 9. It's really kind of, I guess, used for nose contour, but in my opinion, it's really good at getting into the little creases. So I just dab this off so there's no fallout, and I am going to take it right into my crease right here and just kind of go back and forth like a windshield wiper until we have it very built up right there. And I'm going to do this with the other eye too, and it is going to look a little crazy at first, but don't fear. And I'm kind of going to take this color into the insides of my nose as well, just to kind of really give like a dramatic effect. And then now that I don't have any product left on my brush, I'm just going to blend this out all over, just kind of, woo, you know. So it should just look like that, like a very light base. This is where the fun is gonna come in. So we're gonna take the Artist Palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Honestly, you could find a lot of colors this similar, but this is just the main one I liked. And this is the shade Unicorn, this really deep bluish purpley color. And we're gonna take this same brand, it was a brush kit, the Short Shader Brush 3, and we're gonna dip into that blue. So if I can get my mirror, dip into that. We're gonna obviously tap. And we're gonna place this on the eyelid, just the actual eyelid, because you don't wanna get it all into your crease or anything. So we're just literally placing it like on the eyelid right now, and just, you wanna build up that color. So I'm just really building it up. And then we're gonna take our little contour brush again, and we're just going to go in and really like blend this shade out. But we're not gonna blend up, we're just blending it right into the crease, because you see what happens when you make that mistake. So I'm blending it up a little, but not a ton, just enough to really deepen the crease right there. It looks super patchy on camera, but it's not. And then even if you want to, you can take a little bit of your blue on this brush. And just blend it into that crease. This is also a very ancient eyeshadow palette, so it's probably not even great to put in my eye. Okay, we're gonna take a really fluffy brush. This is the Flawless Concealer Brush 5, and we're just gonna go right over what we just blended. Like so. And I am gonna take a little bit of this leftover blue and kind of work it in right here on the inside, but I'm gonna tone it down a lot. So you're gonna put it super thick, but then you're going to want to kind of like loosen it up, you know? Okay, we're gonna use another palette. We're gonna use the Nightmare Before Christmas ColourPop, and we're gonna take this shade Dr. Finkelstein. It matches the blue shade we were just using, and we're gonna take a flat brush. This is the Lip Brush 18 from this brand, and we're gonna pick up some of this, and we're gonna pack it on. You wanna pack it on pretty thick, because this is what's really gonna add some of that sparkle. Okay. So we got that sparkle built up. Beautiful. It looks so purple on camera, but it's really like a bluish kind of periwinkle color almost. So now we're gonna do this on the other eye. Do the exact same thing. Pack it on. Bring a little Honestly, I do a lot of blending. My finger as well. Ooh, whoa, I just flung that. And then we're just going to place that. And then I'm gonna take an angled brush. This is the angled shading brush 4, and I'm gonna dip into that light brown again and shake a lot of the pigment off. And I'm just gonna go in my outer corner right here and kind of deepen that brown up. And take it into my inner corner as well. There we go. I know this looks horrible right now, guys, but I promise you it's not going to look bad for long. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to take my brush, if I can find it. I'm looking, there it is, my eyeliner brush. So this is the Blending Plus Eyeshadow Brush number 16, and we're gonna do the eyeliner. We're gonna dip into this Maybelline Lasting Drama. It's a gel liner in the shade Blackest Black. Really like this stuff. It's really creamy and like goes on your eyes so easily. And we're gonna start here on the outer corner and kind of slowly build up our wing. You don't want it to be too terribly long. It's kind of a medium length wing, I would say. And we're gonna run this eyeliner pretty much right along our tight line, like basically tight line your eye. Like that. And I'm just gonna do that on the other side. Dip in. And go along the base. I truly believe eyeliner might be one of the most stressful inventions in history. Because it literally makes me want to cry sometimes. This is the part where a lot of the look is really going to come together. We're going to get our concealer brush. This is a medium shader brush. And I'm going to dip into my Glossier Stretch Concealer. And we are going to dip into that. I wear the shade G12. Get some of this on our brush. And we're going to just go right here along. We're just going to kind of like cut it. you want to do a really sharp cut, and then I'm just dragging it down. And you're welcome to touch up your eyeliner if you feel like one wing is slightly longer than the other, or whatever. So we're gonna do the same exact thing. To the other eye. And you're just gonna loosely blend your concealer because we're gonna go in and fix it up later. And just kind of cut and blend. And then basically you're gonna cut, blend, reshape. Is kind of the gist. Okay, once we have it fairly blended, I'm just gonna take my blender brush and just go in, kind of smooth it all out. Okay, I look crazy, so we don't want that. So now we're gonna move on to the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my face before we put on the under eye. So I'm gonna take this Sephora Best Skin Ever. It's kind of like a skin tint because her face is pretty natural in this makeup look. So this is shade 11.5, and I'm just gonna put some of this on just to kind of even out my skin tone and all that. And we're gonna take my beauty blender here and we're just gonna dab this all over. This is just gonna help with like redness, acne, anything skin concerns you have. And it's okay if you get some on your lips because you're gonna be covering that up. Is it just me, or is blending out your foundation very, very tedious? Alright. Sometimes I do more of like a swipe than I do a dab. Alright, now we're going to dip back into this Glossier Stretch Concealer, and I'm just going to put it right here, right under the eye. You can see it kind of leaked a little bit, but it's fine. All right, so now that we're done with all of that, we're gonna set our makeup. I'm just gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte in the transparent shade. We're just going to use our beauty blender. And I'm really just gonna focus it like right under my eye and like up to really set that. and then just leave the rest kind of natural. All right, let me move on to the under eye really quick, since that's gonna kind of complete our look here. I'm trying to find a good brush to use. We're just gonna use that same brush that we used earlier, the short shader brush, and I'm gonna dip back into that brown that I used earlier, and we're just gonna pick a little bit of that up. We're just gonna drag that under our eye. You can even take that back up onto your eyelid, whatever you have left over, for just like a flawless look. All right, I am gonna dip into this purple shade again from the Anastasia palette, the unicorn shade, and just loosely dust that under my eye. Okay, got that. All right, now we're gonna put on our mascara. I think I'm gonna go with the Sephora Size Up because I am gonna be using false lashes so that we really get the full glam look. Just coat that. We're gonna run them under, do the under lashes. Okay, got one set of lashes, and then the other side. Beep boo. Okay. All right, lashes are done. So one thing I definitely noticed is she doesn't wear a ton of bronzer, but she wears a little bit. So I'm just gonna take my Iconic London in the shade Medium Bronze, and my IT Cosmetics, it's called a 227 Flawless brush. And I'm just gonna kind of lightly sweep this bronzer on, just enough to kind of warm up the face. And I'm gonna put a little under here because Miss Taylor definitely has a very pretty, like, upturned nose. And then just run it along the sides, the jawline, and basically like that. But definitely my all-time favorite thing about this look is her blush. So for that, I'm gonna use this Ofra blush in the shade All You Need Is Love. And I'm gonna take my small blush brush, and I'm really gonna focus it up here because that's kind of where she has it in the video, is like right here along the side. Brush into the upper temple. She wore pretty heavy blush. And then I'm gonna put a little on my nose. Her blush was pretty defined. Okay, now I am going to take, I don't want a highlighter, I just want like a very light eyeshadow shade. Let's see. I'm going to take from my Cloud 9 palette this white shade right here that is called All Fluff. And this is a Cloud 9 ColourPop palette. And I'm going to take my Eye Blender 15 and I'm going to take a little bit of this white and I'm going to just put it on the tip of my nose to really accentuate the button. And then I'm going to run it up along here. Okay, now for lips. Well, the lips were a little bit complicated to figure it out because I didn't really know if I had a lipstick that was this color. But she has kind of a, like reddish nude shade. So I was looking through the lipsticks. Sorry, I was trying to find it. And I think this one's going to match. Sorry, it's very distorted looking because I've had it forever. But this is the Rose Kiss by Charlotte Tilbury. And because Miss Taylor has very defined lips, a very defined Cupid's bow, I am going to be using that lip brush that we were using not too long ago to apply our blue shade. I'm just going to clean it off. You do want to have like a little brush cleaner or towel near you for this look because it is a very messy look. So I'm going to take a little bit more of that white shade and just put it right here. To really point out that Cupid's bow. So I'm going to take my lipstick on its brush. Get some. I'm gonna draw in her Cupid's bow. And then I'm just gonna fill in the lips. And then kind of just running my brush. And then I'm gonna go back in with that white shade on the same brush. And I'm just gonna redefine kind of the little Cupid's bow in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to do her fake bangs and hair for her her shoot. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, get your hair into a middle part. You're going to want to take a pretty hefty, like pretty much the whole front of your hair. And we're gonna get our small little rubber band, just like a small little black rubber band. And then we're gonna tie it. Back here. It's not gonna look good, but this is just how I did it for the pictures I took. Okay. Now, you're basically going to spread out the pieces of hair. Basically like however, I mean, obviously I'm gonna go in with a straightener, but kind of just adjust your head to whatever length. Sometimes I need to pull it farther back and adjust. It is tricky, but here. And there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut my straightening iron on and let it heat up. And she does have a little bit shorter hair for this video, so I take the very end of my head, the hair back in the very back, and tie it into a ponytail. So basically it's like a low one, and I just tuck it under and bobby pin it or clip it however you want. And looks basically whoop, like you have short hair. So now we're gonna take these couple pieces and we're just gonna gently curl them. I'm gonna bobby pin. That little piece. And you're just gonna kind of mess with them until you get the desired effect that you want. And that's pretty much the gist of the bangs. All right. And she does have pretty full coverage. Bangs. And yeah, that's the tutorial. This is how you get the Taylor Swift look. that's it. I'm going to list everything I use down below. I don't know. Well, I was going to go without putting lashes on, but I think I'm going to put them on for the fun of it, because why not? I'm going to put on some kind of heavier lashes because she did have very glam on. So I am going to put on these that I got these a long time ago. From the brand Cala. I don't know. But I'm going to get my eyelash glue. And I'm going to stick these suckers on. Oh, I almost forgot something. I'm going to do freckles because she had freckles in her music in the picture. So I thought if she's got them, then I need to have them. So I'm going to go ahead and do my freckles. I'm just going to put them kind of loosely around my nose. This is the Kaida brand. I got it from Amazon, and I use the shade 01. And you just want to dab it out like as quickly as you can. You can't really see them. I just don't feel like I need lashes. I'm just not feeling lashy. All right. So that's it. That's the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry it was kind of chaotic because it was kind of a last minute idea. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And I hope y'all have a great weekend while I fix this piece of hair. Bye, guys.